Physics Principles and Applications, Paper 2nd, Class FYBSc, Chapter number 1, Physics of Atoms. It is a lecture series number 2. I am from Department of Physics from AIT Arts Science and Commerce College, Malegaon. Today we will learn about atomic spectra. It is also called as spectrum. The band of 7 color of light obtained on the screen is called spectrum. Consider a white light. When passes through a prism, it disperses into 7 color of bands. That band are called as the spectra or spectrum. Let's consider experimental arrangement to study atomic spectra in brief. Consider a gas-filled tube from where radiation of light energy were discharged and it passes through the narrow slits and fall on the surface of the prism. When light radiation falls on the surface of the prism, it disperses into the 7 color and we observe it on the screen. The visible part of the spectrum can be easily observed by the screen. These all are called as this band that we obtain by the dispersion of the light are called as the atomic spectra or atomic spectrum. In 1814, Jobs Pranovos, a superb instrument maker, made a detailed examination of the solar spectrum. He made a map of 700 of lines in the solar spectrum, now called as Pranovos line. These Pranovos lines are the dark lines in the solar spectrum. He experimentally observed the stellar spectra with an objective prism. In 1985, J. Balmer published his well-known formula for the wavelength of hydrogen spectral series in visible region. He showed that the wavelength of lines in the visible region are related to the natural numbers. These lines have since been referred to as the Balmer series and have been denoted by H alpha, H beta and H gamma. The formula used to generate wave numbers of lines in each of these series is mu bar, which is equal to R inside the bracket 1 upon n1 square minus 1 upon n2 square, where R is the Rydberg's constant of hydrogen. The value of R is 10.9679 micro per meter. N1 is equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on. N2 is N1 plus 1 or N1 plus 2 and so on. There are two types of atomic spectra. First one is the emission spectrum or emission spectra. When electron from lower energy state absorbs energy and jumps into the higher energy state, when it comes back to its original state, electron emits or releases its absorbed energy in the form of the radiation, and these radiation were used to generate a spectrum. and the spectrum we obtain from that radiation will create only some specific wavelength of lights on the screen. That spectrum are called as the emission spectrum. Here in the figure, emission spectrum of hydrogen atom are showed. The light of some specific wavelength were observed on the screen of hydrogen atom that are called as the line spectrum or discrete spectrum. So, emission spectra of hydrogen atom shows only line spectrum or discrete spectrum. It means that it shows only wavelength of some specific waves on the screen. Next is absorption spectra. Atoms do not only emit photons, they also absorb photons. If a photons hits an atom and the energy of photons is the same as the gap between the two electrons, energy levels in the atom, then electrons in the lower energy state can absorb the photons and jump into the higher energy state. If the photon energy do not correspond to the difference between two energy levels, then the photons will not be absorbed. When white light is passed through hydrogen gas, it is found to absorb light of certain wavelengths. White light is made up of all the different wavelengths of visible light put together. In the absorption spectrum, there will be gaps. The gaps correspond to the wavelength for which there is corresponding difference in the energy levels of hydrogen gas. The absorbed photons showed up as blank lines because the photons of these wavelengths have been absorbed. Because of this, the absorption spectrum is the exact inverse of emission spectrum. In the figure, you can see the lines of emission spectrum of hydrogen atoms. The emission spectrum of hydrogen atom is exact opposite to the absorption spectrum. Both emission and absorption techniques can be used to get the same information about the energy levels of the atoms. The dark lines correspond to the frequencies of the light that have been absorbed by the gas, as the photons of lights are absorbed by the electrons. The electrons move into the higher energy levels. This is the opposite process of emission. The dark lines correspond to the frequencies of the emission spectrum of the hydrogen gas, the amount of energy absorbed by the electron to move into the higher energy levels in the same amount of energy released when returning to the original energy level. Here, in an emission spectrum of hydrogen atom, only some specific wavelength of lines are shown, and in absorption spectrum of hydrogen atom, the some specific missing lines of wavelength of light are shown. Now come on next point, that is uses of atomic spectrum. to study atomic to study of spectra from stars and galaxies in the astronomy is called as the spectroscopy. Spectroscopy is a tool widely used in the astronomy to learn different things about astronomical objects. First use is to identify elements in the astronomical objects using their spectrum. Measuring the spectrum of light from a star can tell astronomers what the star is made up of. Since each element emits or absorbs light only a particular wavelength, astronomers can identify what wavelengths are in the stars from the lines in the spectrum. From studying the spectra of many stars, we know that there are many different types of stars which contain different elements and in different amounts. Next use determining velocity of galaxies using spectroscopy. You have already learned the Doppler effect and how the frequencies and the wavelength of sound waves changes depending on whether the object emitting the sound is moving towards or away from you. These same things happen to the light waves. If the object emitting the lights is moving toward us, then the wavelength of light appears shorter, called blue shift. If the object is moving away from us, then the wavelength of its light appears stretched out, called redshift. The Doppler effect, the spectra of objects in the space depending on their motion relative to us on the earth. For example, the light from a distant galaxy that is moving away from us at some velocity will appear redshift. This means that the emission and absorption lines in the galaxy's spectrum will be shifted to a longer wavelength. Knowing where each line in the spectrum would normally be if the galaxy was not moving and comparing it to the redshift position allows astronomers to precisely measure the velocity of the galaxy relative to Earth. Next use is global warming and greenhouse gas. The sun emits radiation over a long range of wavelengths that are mainly invisible part of spectrum. Radiation at these wavelengths passes through the gas of the atmosphere to warm the land and the ocean below. The warm earth then radiates this heat at longer infrared wavelengths. So, the increasing amount of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere increases the amount of the trapped infrared radiation and therefore the overall temperature of the earth. The earth is very sensitive and complicated system upon which life depends, and changing the delicate balance of the temperature and the atmospheric gas content may have disastrous consequences if we are not careful. So, all these are the uses of atomic spectrum. Atomic spectrum or spectroscopy is very useful for determining or knowing all these things. Thank you.